Yeah. Fuge5ive. Finny do.
We're right back on the Down on College Draft Radio Show. I'm on my man Fuge5ive holding it down, man. What's good, man? How you doing?
Yeah, man, finna do. I'm chilling.
That's what's good. That's what's good, man. Yeah, man. So, yo, where you coming from? Like, who is Fuge5ive, and what is he about?
Fuge5ive. Fuge5ive is an artist, the newest on the block right now. He's everywhere, I'll put it this way, Fuge5ive is in the world, because I'm in different genres of music, I let my people get the word, and I put it out there and stuff, you know what I mean? Good music.
That's what's good. That's what's good. I know, you do rap and you do Afrobeat. And, for those who aren't familiar with Afrobeat, like, what is that all about? What's that culture about?
Afrobeats is like, the drums, what I mean? The music, the art behind it, the dance, just things like that, the traveling experience, is Africa. Beyond its shores is like Europe, you know what I mean? Things like that. I'm like, Nigerian, but I'm out here in Canada, been in Canada for a while, doing my thing, still go back to Nigeria and keep in touch with my people, So Afrobeat is a new thing, and, it's going right now.
Word up, word up. And, man, like, when did you start getting into music and, making everything, man?
Music, I've been into music for a while now, because I had to finish school, so I had to, like, put a pause on the music aspect of it. But music has been in me for a while now. I decided to chase it professionally, like, it hasn't even been a year, professionally. June 29th will make it a year. Yeah, I was out in Winnipeg again when I launched my 2 singles,
Yeah.
And shout out to Oprah nightclub, holding me down that night. So like, man, it's been a blessing, and music will keep making it, keep going.
Most def, man. And I understand that you were in Toronto, you got a degree, right?
Yeah.
And you went for your second degree, and just all this stuff with school going on. Like, how do you balance like all this school with the music, man? Like, that's like overachieving to the max right there.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, a man has to multitask, you have to be able to multitask. And correction, I graduated from the University of Regina, with a business and economics degree, both separate, and then doing that, and then studio time, things like that, coming up with like, my craft and, music. Hasn't been an easy, way to go, but like, I try to balance things out, by staying motivated, and having positive people around me, to make things work. And I just want to, like, give it up to people that have been supporting me so far with all this, because you can't do it alone, man. I've been doing it alone. I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
I definitely feel you on that, man. And you mentioned the 2 singles, and so when's the project gonna drop, and what's it gonna be called and everything?
Last year I released 2 singles, Soul Hustling and Long Distance. It was a diverse, approach, because Soul Hustling is more of a hip hop track, and Long Distance was a little bit like, Afro beat, Afro fusion, that can apply to anywhere in the world. Laid back, chill summer kind of jam. And that's the direction I want to have with my next project. So my next project, I haven't given it a name yet, although I have a name in my head that I'm thinking, but I'm not really going to put it out there, because I haven't really, like, put a stamp to it.
Word.
Yeah, but it's going to be like a fun tape, I won't really put it as a mixtape. It's going to be a fun tape, because it's going to have like a different direction, people don't normally do, because I try to stand out, right?
Word up.
I mean, I give the trend, I don't leave with the trend, and stuff. So it's going to be a mix of like, Afrobeat, hip-hop, because I know I have like, strong, I'll say talents in both fields, So I'm just going to express myself, and then hopefully the people enjoy it.
Word up, man. And yo, I love your ambition, I love your hard work, man. And like, where do you see yourself in the future in this game, man?
In the future in this game, I see myself as a different artist that the kids coming up will look up to. Someone that they saw growing up that took a different approach every time things changed, things changing around him. Someone great, you know, just like how Michael did it, you know, stuff like someone like you can wake up tomorrow and put on the TV and then he's doing something different that works out for him.
Word.
You know, just great achievement, positivity, you know, and then business part of it too, you know, stuff like that, man. I just want people to look up and say, yeah, man, this man did it, you know.
Word up, man. And these are my last two questions, man. You know, with that kind of mentality that you have, like, who was somebody outside of music that influenced you to think this way, man?
Someone outside music that influenced me was my dad. You know, I give it up to my dad, and he's been a supporter of my music, you know, till date, you know. And why I would say that is because he introduced me to good music. You know, my dad listened to all types of music, even music that people rejected. My dad saw meaning in music like that, you know. And I remember like going on long trips and he's having his playlist, you know, and then changing like tapes. It used to be tapes back in the day. You know, he would change tapes like from side A to side B, and it would be all different types of music that he made himself, you know. I'm talking from like classics like, you know, people like Lucky Dube, you know, even like, you know, rap artists, MC Hammer, you know, things like that. Like, it was just diverse, man, you know. So like, I give it up to him, man. I give it all to him, man. You know?
That's what's good. That's what's good, man. And is there any shout-outs that you'd like to give out today, bro?
Shout-outs, man. I want to give a shout-out to, you know, everyone that supported me out there. You know, my fans, potential fans. Finido, you know what I mean? Shout-out to Winnipeg, you know. All the people in Winnipeg, shout-out to you, man. Roger,
City, baby.
Shout-out to University of Manitoba, you know. And everybody out there, man, supporting the Fuge5ive brand, you know what I mean? That's what's up, man. I see y'all.
Most def. Yeah, man. Yo, I'm glad to have you on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? You keep pushing your thing and doing something different for the whole world of music. You know what I'm saying? True. So you already know what it is, man. Yeah, that was my man Fuge5ive, 101.5. You already know what it is, man. I'm finna hit that track, Azonto, man. You already know what it is, man. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Haha.
I don't carry motor, but these